an instrumental since your mom's had the first menstrual. Check my credentials, pencil in with a pen, gem right, and we some titans fighting men. When the time ripens for the hyper, check how we ascend. Blend well until time's up, move still. Real front hard, chill, puff blunt, sip.
That's not the way, BG. You'll bring a whole military machine down on our heads.
Extraordinary actor.
Frank Silvera. Very few ever knew he was black. If you enjoy watching movies and television, I'm sure you recognize this man's face, a phenomenal and extremely versatile actor. This man played every role you can imagine. He appeared in some of Hollywood's biggest films. He guest starred in television's most greatest shows. He was a highly successful black actor in the 50s and the 60s who, because of his light-skinned appearance, transcended race and ethnicity in his performances. Frank Silvera was cast in Latin parts, Native American. He played mostly white roles, and every now and then he would play what he really was, black, and no one ever knew the difference. A little-known fact is that Silvera was the first black man to kiss a white woman in a major Hollywood film, Stanley Kubrick's The Killer's Kiss in 1955.
Painter Gordon. Tonight would come as a bitter pill to eat. This was the fine trick to prove his black chin is between native and sterner stuff.
In fact, no other black actor during the 50s and 60s worked more than him in television and film, not even Sidney Poitier. Today, you might compare his body of work to the likes of Sam Jackson. Frank began his career on stage with the Harlem American Negro Theater and with the Actors Studio, studying alongside Marlon Brando and Steve McQueen. He would eventually become the founder of theater companies of his own, including the Theater of Being and the Harlem-based Frank Silvera's Workshop, co-founded with a young Morgan Freeman. It's time to recognize one of the most versatile black actors to ever take the stage and screen. Black History Mini-Doc salutes the great Frank Silvera.
Hello and welcome to the Frank Silvera Writers Workshop's new play reading series. We're thrilled to partner with the Billie Holiday Theatre to bring you this series. Right after today's reading, we invite you to participate in a moderated critique session. This is a unique opportunity to share your immediate thoughts and feedback directly with the playwright. And now, without further ado, enjoy the show.
Bars, or How Hip Hop Saved My Life by Germaine Shames. Scene 1. Early evening in the gentrified heart of a southern college town. Maya, dressed for the classroom, a bit frazzled from a long day of teaching and meetings, enters the empty reception area of Break the Mold Music Studios and looks around. There isn't much to see, just a few posters and back issues of Vibe magazine. Terrell, casual and hip, strides in with a proprietary air.
Help you?
I was just... Is there someone here by the name of Terrence, or maybe it was
Terrell. And you are?
Sorry, I'm Maya. I got your name through a friend of a friend.
You a singer?
Tone deaf.
From a label?
No.
you're in the wrong place, lady.
Maya.
Yeah, whoever sent you, Maya, there's no weed here. This place is clean.
Weed? Like cannabis? You think I'm a narco. Look, this isn't about drugs.
Like I said, I think you're in the wrong place. This is a music studio. We make music here, period.
I heard you might be looking for writers.
That might be.
I suppose you're waiting for my spiel.
No creds?
A chapbook of poems, a few stories in literary magazines. I wrote songs when I was younger. Channel some of that adolescent angst.
Influences?
Janice Ian, Laura Nero, Leonard Cohen,
That's some soulful shit.
Nina Simone, Tupac.
Rebels. That's what we're looking for. Nothing cookie cutter or safe.
I wouldn't know safe if it shot me through my frontal lobe.
Right.
That's a joke.
Yeah, right. You nervous or something?
Yes, actually. I mean, where do I come off walking into a hip hop studio?
5 minutes. You got something to pitch? Hit me up.
If you're expecting me to launch in like Megan Thee Stallion, I don't rap. I've written some sample lyrics.
Maya tries to hand Terrell a couple sheets of typed lyrics, but he declines to take them.
Words on paper don't cut it. It's an ear thing. Let me hear some bars.
Well, I guess I could set myself to college, got the loans to prove it, inching closer to the edge, man, the shit's a bruiser. Half the class is late, other half is tripping. Shakespeare on roller skates, couldn't flip this mad-ass jam.
Okay.
Really? I thought it might be, I don't know, too literary.
Not literary, poetic, all that shit's good. Go on.
Neruda had a silver tongue, that dude could rock a sonnet. Cather spun her metaphors beneath an iron bonnet. Ellis knocked lit on its head, no white critic spared. While me, I'm stuck here pimping the same old crock of merd.
Not sure about that last line.
Yeah, it sucks.
Hey, no beating up on yourself. So you're a school teacher?
A professor, assistant professor.
Oh, what do you teach?
World Lit, classics mostly. I had been developing a new course, less known voices, women, people of color.
About time.
Funding cuts. Guess I can forget about tenure. Enrollment's down and tuition's up.
Same old. Dropped out of Tulane in my junior year. Savings gone. My mom filing for bankruptcy. If it wasn't for Bugs, me and Bugs, we go way back. He was playing open mics in high school when some dude from a label blue chipped him. We're partners in the studio. Not that he's ever around. Down to me to scout the new talent, build the dream team.
Well, thanks for your time. It's kind of you not to make me feel like, I don't know, old.
Hey, where are you going?
Is this weird?
Not every day a college professor walks through these doors. What else you got?
Just a few snippets. In my fantasy, I'm Cardi B, spitting couplets in the key of G. Toy boy Tommy's all in line for me. Time for your report card, bitch. Classrooms full of b-boy babes. Love them all, but got my faves. I'd give a fuck, but this job don't pay. Office hours over, bitch.
That's what I'm talking about. Go on.
Give me sugar if you want an A, because a prof like me's gotta have it. Double dipping graduation day, because a prof like me's gotta have it. Gotta have it. Gotta have it. Two on the nose.
I don't do coy. Man likes a woman that knows what she wants.
I have a partner.
Okay.
But you're too young for me, of course.
28 next month. You?
39. I have a kid in high school. I don't know why I'm telling you any of this.
If we're gonna work together, making music's an intimate thing. People don't stay strangers.
Does that mean I'm hired?
Let's just say you got my attention. Like there's this new artist I'm priming. We can try some bars, see how it flows.
When I heard you were looking for lyricists, I had the impression that rappers wrote their own material.
Got a few prolific MCs on the squad, but even the best go dry. All these kids walking in off the street, loaded with charisma. Got the moves, but the lyrical prowess.
Big operation.
Dozens of wannabes come through. One track, and we wish them well. If that spark isn't there, we got another dozen artists waiting in line to take their place. Like the sign says, we're looking for those standout few that break the mold.
I may be out of my league here. Thanks again for
Chill.
your time.
Just chill. We're having a conversation.
I don't suppose there's a job description?
You bring me killer bars, I produce the track, and we see what happens.
Then there's no salary.
I look like Bill Gates. Track drops, you get a writer's share.
Sounds iffy.
It is. But when you strike the magic chord, like when the public vibes with you, the honchos come calling. 7 figures, easy.
Capitalism. My daughter was just accepted into Yale. $74,000 a year. I've managed to put something aside, but who has that kind of money?
And license 30 seconds of a track to Coca-Cola or Lexus, you're flush.
Sounds like the kind of thing that happens to other people.
Happened to me, but once. Keep the sound real, and there's nothing to stop me from cashing in again.
You certainly put in the hours. I've seen your lights on past midnight. Don't you ever go home?
This is my home. For now. I got tired of commuting across town to my folks. Not much out there for me anymore. And with my friends all marrying and racing for the burbs like they're white.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what's worse. All these pink wedding cake houses taking over downtown or a concrete subdivision off the I-10.
I'm sorry about your friends.
The world's fucked up. But here in my lab, making music, that shit might as well be a million miles away. I got everything I need right under this roof. My gear, my artists.
From what I read in Rolling Stone, sounds brutal. The music business.
Me, I'm no predator. Hard enough staying alive. But just give me a piece of my dream. What I said before, I don't have a problem with white folks.
I'm not white. With a last name like Goldfarb.
Respect for the Jewish faith. Hey, they spend some wild shit over there in Israel.
Never been. I'm from Baltimore.
Charm City. Yeah, I can see that.
There's no box for what I am.
Not in this town anyway.
I moved here for my job, but now, I don't know. Who majors in lit anymore? Who cares what some dead dude had to say back in the Ming Dynasty or Tsarist Russia? They'd rather listen to D-Smoke.
D-Smoke cares. The best rappers have a foundation. You've got a fucking magic carpet. Now you just gotta find your voice.
That's what my high school English teacher told me when I wrote the great American novel.
Okay, so you weren't Toni Morrison straight out of the gate. We've all been there. Me, I don't look back. Music is a moving target. What I need from you is the future.
I can't claim to be a visionary. Stopped doing recreational drugs when my daughter was born.
And stoners think they all Nostradamus and shit. 20 push-ups and a shot of wheatgrass gets me tripping. I sit down at my mixing board and start finessing those sliders. Before I know it, whole city's asleep. I look out at the moon when the smog's not so thick, your eyeballs stick to the lids, and I think this is the track that breaks out. The one that gets me the Grammy. Sold out stadium tours. A house on the beach in Malibu.
A house on any beach.
Yeah, forget the stuff. Imagine what you could do with a platform like that. The kids you could lift up.
It will happen. I believe in you, Terrell.
You barely know me.
6 cents. 7:30 already. My turn to cook dinner. They'll be livid with me at home.
Maya extends her hand for a shake, then races for the exit.
Hey, come back when you got the bars. I'll be here.
Terrell gazes after her, chuckles to himself, then switches on an in-progress music track and sets to work. The music extends beyond lights down into scene 2. Scene 2. Maya arrives home to her eclectic, unpretentious urban bungalow. It might be any work week evening, only it isn't. As Maya kicks off her shoes, daughter Billie charges into her room and confronts her.
Geez, Mom, where were you? I called your cell like 100 times.
Job interview. I switched it off and must have.
Tati, bruised and bandaged, hobbles into the room on crutches.
Holy crap! What happened to you?
If you'd have picked up your phone.
I'm all right. Just a little accident.
Understatement of the millennium. Broken rib, torn ligaments.
A nice old man took me to the emergency room.
After he ran you off the road and nearly killed you.
Does it hurt?
Hydrocodone. Reminds me of when I smoked hashish at a camel market in Marrakesh. Time for another hit.
You've had 2 already, with a medical marijuana chaser.
Totaled my bike. God, I loved that bike.
We'll get you a new one.
No time soon. The doctor says she should stay off her feet for a few months.
Doctors, what do they know?
I made an appointment for her at the physical therapist on Prince. You took me there once, remember?
Of course, your soccer injury.
Don't look so freaked. I'll be fine. A few sessions with my acupuncturist?
So, where were you? You haven't said.
Have you had dinner?
Mom.
I was planning to tell you once things firm up. That salary cut the university imposed on us, I had to stop paying into your college fund.
Don't worry about it. I'll get a job.
You have a job, school, and now with Tati laid up.
Any Epsom salts? A nice hot soak, and I'll be as good as. Did I ever tell you about being visited by aliens when I was a kid?
Yes, babe, you told me. How about I tuck you back into bed now?
That same alien was there when I smashed into the fire hydrant and fell off my bike. They surrounded me with light, like I told you about, and asked in the sweetest voice, "Are you ready?"
For what?
To be taken. Well, they didn't say those actual words. I would have understood it even if they hadn't said anything at all.
Maybe we need to see about getting you on a different painkiller.
You don't believe me?
Of course I do. It was nice of the alien to ask, not just whisk you off into outer space. Billie and I want you down here with us, not out in the ether sprinkling fairy dust.
No.
Now, if you're ready, I'll help you into bed.
You still haven't said. What sort of job interview?
Oh, that. It was silly, really. You know that music studio on 4th Avenue? I popped in on an impulse and had a nice chat with the owner.
Terrell Harris, do you mean?
Why, yes. How did you know?
Dude spoke at my school last year on career day. Half the kids in my class switched college majors on the spot. Never heard anyone so passionate about hip hop.
Hip hop? That's what your nice chat was about?
Is he looking for a receptionist or something?
I just thought, since I've written some poetry.
No. I hate to break this to you, but you're white.
Katy Perry, she is white. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Barbie. I am not white.
You look white.
You spend an hour in a hip hop studio and suddenly you're an MC?
Of course not. I'm the same literary hack who grades papers and moonlights as a greeting card writer. That supercilious tone of yours? Lose it, huh?
Who you calling supercilious? Kick my ass to the back of the bus. Remember this face, because damn, it'll haunt you. When the crowd goes boo, don't say I didn't warn you.
Not bad. I didn't know you could freestyle.
So you clueless? Duh. I'm good with that. You looking at the queen of tit for tat. Bitch, get real. Quit acting like a cracker. Excuse me while I cringe, because I'm feeling kind of battered.
How about we leave it there? You know how I feel about the B word.
One more reason you don't belong in a hip hop studio. Not to mention the N word.
Which we do not use in this home.
See?
So I stopped in a lab and spat some bars. You'd think I'd done a run or I visited Mars. Can we not spar and just lift up one another? Diss me till I bleed. I'm just trying to be a mother.
Puddle, anyone?
Mom, please tell me you're not going to rap. I'm still recovering from that lecture you gave my English class about sexual awakening in the novels of Jane Austen.
Okay, so I overestimated your classmates' maturity. Relax, I'm just ghostwriting some lyrics for a new artist Terrell is priming.
A black artist?
I'm not sure. I didn't ask.
What do you even know about hip hop? About the culture?
More than you might think. I included a module in the new curriculum.
Didn't the dean scrap that course?
If you think you can fit hip hop into some fossilized Eurocentric subclass.
Can we please talk about something else? I'm sorry I was late. I'm here now. We'll get through this.
Couple of hours in the tub, and I will be dancing the Macarena.
You did good today, Billy. Took charge.
Yeah, you were a badass, even when I puked on you.
Maya Goldfarb didn't raise a lightweight. Later.
Anything I can get you, Tati?
Snuggle with me? That new friend of yours.
Terrell? I wouldn't call him a friend.
Whatever. I just thought he might be good for Billy. A role model.
Say it. A black role model.
Black and male. Is he straight?
How would I know? It was a job interview, not truth or dare.
When's the last time Billy had a Papa Bear in her life? Invite him over for dinner next weekend.
Oh, I don't know. He's a workaholic. Doesn't seem very sociable.
Come on, it'll be fun. Just ask him.
Scene 3. The following week, early evening, Terrell stands at the reception desk of Break the Mold Studios talking on speakerphone to Bugs, leaving his hands free to multitask.
Hey, you remember our 8th grade teacher, Mrs. Stein?
That old baddie? She died or something?
The weirdest Jewish lady stopped in a few days ago. Reminded me of her.
What she want anyway?
Long story short, with Mulvaney raising the rent again, I put out some fillers, low-key, or through a connection at the university.
As some old Jew shows up? Maya half enters. Finding Terrell occupied, she pauses unnoticed on the threshold.
A professor, another lyricist or two, and we could double up production.
Don't sweat it, man. Your homie's here opening for J. Cole all next month.
Solid.
Old Mrs. To Be or Not to Be Stein. Spotting Maya, Terrell quickly takes his phone off speaker and motions her inside.
Hey, give me a sec. Mind if we pick this up next time? Got a session about to start. If you ever get out this way, you know where to find me. Bugs. So you came back.
You can't run me off that easily. I would have come sooner. It's been crazy at home with my partner laid up.
Oh, I didn't realize that he had got...
She, Tatiana.
Okay.
I'm bi. No, make that pan. Labels. I was married briefly to my daughter's father. It was so hard for that man. I'm talking thunder and lightning, but you just never know who's going to show up in your life, what you might discover about yourself. There I go again. You're awfully easy to talk to.
And Tatiana, will she be all right?
Bike accident. Ended up pretzeled around a fire hydrant. She can't work.
I got some weed if she needs it.
Thanks. Tati's already in La La Land.
Have a seat.
I can't stay long. Just wanted to drop off some new bars. That is, if you're still interested.
Let's hear them.
They're rough, but life knocks you on your ass. Bus pass won't get you to heaven. Moses talked a load of trash, led his people through the Negev. Stone tablets never lie. Yeah, I know that justice matters. No one's in a rush to die. I'm just feeling kind of battered.
You dissing Moses?
Is that a no-no?
You don't want to go there. Smooth shit, though. Killer last line.
Yeah, I nailed that one.
Hit me up with another verse.
Sure. Suit squeeze you till it hurts. Pay dirt. You acting like a cracker. Desert filling up with yurts. Promised land a load of slackers. Losers stealing all the bling. Sing Sing transplanted to the boardroom. Police plotting their next ding. Mother Mary tell me this ain't doom.
Mother Mary, you a Catholic now?
I just thought with the audience for hip hop so diverse, then I kind of switch it up. Remember this face, cause damn, it'll haunt you. When the crowd goes boo, don't say I didn't warn you. Life knocks you on your ass. Life knocks you on your ass.
Yeah, you got some slick bars here.
Thanks.
But taken as a whole, cut and paste.
Uneven?
Keep it personal.
Self-disclose?
Who are you, Maya? What would you stake your life on?
My daughter.
What else?
Not much. I'd have to think about it.
Look, you got the butter. Knew it the first time you started spitting about your lame-ass students and your toy boys.
Not that I actually have any toy boys.
Still, we've all got crazy shit in our head. You just got to find your own lane. Same time next week?
Terrell, my partner would like to meet you. If you ever feel like a home-cooked meal, just your basic evening at the Gold Farbs, dinner, wine, scintillating conversation. If you'd rather not.
No, thanks. But work.
No pressure. I just thought, given your interest in young people, and with my daughter about to venture out into a few words from you might...
Blackout. Scene 4. Evening, the following weekend. Maya's eclectic urban bungalow. Tati, hobbling on her crutches, tidies up. A gong announces Terrell's arrival.
Terrell, welcome to the coven.
Tatiana?
Call me Tati. Maya and Billy will be home any minute.
Terrell extends a bouquet of flowers.
Oh, how sweet. Would you mind maybe holding on to them until...
I heard about your accident.
No biggie. So, that's your music studio next to the gym. I've passed by it 1,000 times, but I never thought to. Can I get you some wine?
I'll wait. Thanks.
Not much of a hostess, all scattered in the head.
Oh, you had a bad break. Give it time. Like Count Basie used to say, just take care of the valleys. The hills will take care of themselves.
Wise man.
All I know. I learned from the masters. Duke Ellington, Ray Charles, Bob Marley.
Who hasn't had a Marley phase? Get up, stand up, and Heartbreak Well of his.
And the man was a revolution.
Maya and I still get out all the old CDs.
Music. Most joyful noise in God's creation. Until you try to earn a livelihood from it.
I have a confession. When Maya first told me about stopping by your studio, I didn't know what to think.
That a problem?
No, just weird. I mean, what does a middle-aged academic with health insurance and a 401k have to rap about? I thought we were happy.
I'm not the one to hand out advice, but don't sweat it. It's just a gig.
We used to like the same songs, but now all she plays is Logic, Missy Elliott, Chance the Rapper.
Homework.
Midlife crisis. What's wrong with being old, white, and well-adjusted?
You don't want me to answer that. Look, I just met Maya. I don't know what I've walked into here, but people go through changes. Look, you just got to back off and let them express themselves.
Back off from Maya? That woman is a magnet.
Like I said, I'm not here to give advice.
Is it my imagination or is the floor vibrating? Do you mind if I have a cry? You won't tell Maya.
Maybe I should go.
Stay, please. We've been looking forward to your visit all week.
I won't lie. Feels good to unplug, get out of the lab.
Let's get those flowers and water before they... There she is.
Maya enters, followed a few moments later by Billy.
Terrell, I hope you haven't been waiting long.
Tati and I have been chilling.
I think you've met Billy.
I heard your talk at the high school. If I hadn't already decided on a major.
Law.
Hardcore. We need more sisters on the bench.
Tati exits unsteadily toward the kitchen.
I'd better help Tati with the...
Billy hurriedly exits.
And your daughter? I thought she'd be with you.
Billy is my daughter.
Okay.
You're surprised.
Not in a bad way.
Billy re-enters, wine bottle in hand.
Pinot Noir, okay, Mr. Harris? Dinner in 5.
Thanks.
Billy exits.
And no wonder you're so proud of her. Smart kid with a goal in life. Doesn't get any better than that.
Tati hobbles back into the room and absently sets down a bottle of sparkling water.
Billy? Yeah, she's an old soul. Had a past life as a Tibetan monk.
I thought we agreed that tea leaf reader was a flake.
Did we?
Tati works at a wellness center. Did she tell you? Teaches yoga, energy work.
Healer, heal thyself, right? Hey, you.
Tati tilts onto Maya and passionately kisses her, eyeing Terrell through half-closed lids.
Terrell was just saying...
Tati kisses Maya again, deeper, longer.
Where were we, Terrell?
Tati wobbles to her feet.
Excuse me. I think I'm gonna go puke again.
Maya exits, following Tati.
I'd better... Sorry. Billy, come keep Terrell company while I...
It's not always this bad. Tati's gotten strung out on opioids since the accident, and Ma, well, I don't know what she's tripping on. Middle of the night, I hear rapping in her sleep like some mutant cross between Nicki Minaj and a bullfrog.
Can't be easy. Tatiana down for the count. You and your mom scrambling to pick up the slack.
Sorry, we'll just be a minute.
Hard to imagine Ma hanging out in the music studio with a hot young producer. Hot in the sense of on the rise, I mean. Before you came along, the soundtrack to her life was Katie Lang, elevator music, and Dylan Thomas reading Under Milkwood.
Hey, don't underestimate your mother.
Oh, she's brilliant, of course, but so not street. Just look at how we live.
Nothing wrong with being middle class. Looks a lot like the house I grew up in. My mom saved for my college education, same as yours, and had the same fierce hope for me that Maya has for you.
How can you compare us? In case you haven't noticed, I've got 2 white LGBTQ mothers.
From where I sit, what you've got is 2 great women in your corner, setting you up to succeed.
Oh, I'm grateful, don't get me wrong, but you tell me, is this normal?
Normal is just something Hallmark invented to sell greeting cards. Normal is not real life. Does seem, though, like you all got some serious shit to figure out.
Maya, wine glass in hand, re-enters, clearly frazzled.
Tati is out cold.
Maya downs her wine in one continuous swill.
By the time this is over, we'll be looking at drug rehab and a lifetime of urine testing. A few weeks ago, her head could have fallen off and she'd refuse even an aspirin.
Terrell and Billy exchange a knowing look.
I saw that.
How about I put on some music while you 2...
Billy exits.
Well, this is life she knew.
Nice digs, fine wine. Done all right by yourself.
Don't be fooled. I've never done more than muddle through.
About all a person can do.
Maybe. But I always expected more of myself. How about another glass of...
Loud music of the era blares, drowning out their conversation. Maya throws up her hands. Scene 5. Early evening. Maya, still dressed for the classroom, sits in the reception area of Break the Mold Studios. Terrell stands nearby, scrolling through his text messages. There's a newfound ease between them.
Sorry about the other night. Whole household was off its game.
Hey, you invited me into your home, raw and unfiltered. I won't have it any other way.
Billy got a lot out of it. You have a way with young people.
Billie isn't that young, and I'm not exactly a geezer. What did she say anyway?
That you were cool and reminded her of a therapist I once took her to.
Therapy? What was that about?
Don't get me wrong. Billy is as together as anyone I've ever known. I just thought it might do her good to have someone to speak with about identity stuff. Jewish mother, Black father.
People mix. My dad's family came up from the South, one generation removed from sharecropping. My mom is a Creole from Martinique. They met at a church conference, been inseparable ever since.
If only life were one big gumbo. Church, huh?
Every Sunday, with a pastor for a father. And Billy's dad, how's he in the picture?
William. Billy's named after him. He died when she was a toddler. Well, that's out of the way. We don't need to talk about it again.
That's some heavy shit.
As flies to wanton boys are we to the gods. They kill us for their sport.
Shakespeare?
From King Lear.
Maya, if you ever do want to talk about it, I mean, without getting all literary.
Thanks.
You can talk to me. I'm not some righteous ass dude waiting to hit you with the Gospel of Matthew. I never cancel you.
Like you said, who has time to look back? With a daughter about to leave the nest, a partner who believes that half our friends are aliens waiting to rescue humankind from self-annihilation. Look, I appreciate your offer, but right now I just want to earn some money for Billy's education.
Fine. We can make that happen. What do you have for me today?
Remember you asked what I'd stake my life on? Well, hands off, bud. I ain't no lamb to the slaughter. My duty in life is to raise my daughter. She's the diamond in the sky, the light in my soul. Gonna hold her in these arms, won't never let her go. God protect my girl, protect the children. God protect my child, protect the children. Husband left this earth, left me with the mortgage. When it came to catching breaks, I always ran a shortage, but my girl's grown up strong. She set her sights high, gonna hold her in my heart till the day I die. God protect my girl, protect the children. God protect my child, protect the children.
God protect my child, protect the children.
Terrell gives Maya a celebratory hug.
Yes, pulverize me, why don't you? This is the one.
Not too saccharine?
Who could hear this and not crack open like a water main? This shit's Aretha and Madame Butterfly combined.
Rhyme scheme's nothing special.
I'm hearing keys, a muted trumpet, congas, boom, boom, God protect my girl. I protect the That's what I'm talking about. Give me one more verse. I'll do the rest.
You're not just humoring me?
Enough clocking. Get to work on those bars.
Scene 6. Later that evening, the living room of Maya and Tati's urban bungalow. Takeout containers and an overly full basket of unwashed laundry litter the otherwise inviting space. Maya, stricken with a sudden attack of writer's block, grapples for the missing verse.
Eyes like an angel. Eyes like an angel that fell to earth, taught me what a single tear is worth. Take my oceans with their heart sick. 2 syllables rhymes with daughter.
Tati, nearby on her yoga mat, listens with an expression of thinly veiled confusion.
Have you seen my rhyming dictionary?
Say something, babe?
At bars. I've hit a wall.
Maya searches for her rhyming dictionary. From Billy's room comes the rhythm of a synthesized drum kit. Billy recites in perfect sync.
You're a thief, you're a con, I can see it in your face. Got a sign on your back for the whole human race.
Maya intently listens, copying Billy's lyrics on a yellow pad.
Hang me up, take me down, set me loose when you're done, bitch. I don't miss a beat, never been for no one.
Maya goes on copying. When Billy is finished, Maya cocks an ear, waiting for more.
Shouldn't Billy be studying for exams? Not like her to slack off like this.
Say something.
Who remembers?
Maya resumes her search for the rhyming dictionary and finds it.
Here it is. Now, if I could just take my oceans with their hearts sick.
Rhymes with daughter? I know. Otter.
Tati finds this hilarious, reaches on reflex for her bottle of hydrocodone.
Tati, isn't it time you stopped taking those pills?
Why? They're just painkillers.
Give me the bottle.
Tati clutches the bottle in her fist.
No, they're mine.
Hand it over. Don't make me.
No, get your own pills.
Maya lunges toward the bottle.
Did you just bite me? Come on, hand over those pills. I mean it.
Maya attempts to snatch the pill container from Tati's grasp. The two women wrestle.
Ouch.
Since when did you become Nancy Reagan? It's a free country. Please, I'm back.
Damn it, Tati. I'm trying to keep you safe.
Bully.
As the struggle escalates, some large object, a lamp, a vase, crashes down. Billy races into the room.
Stop it! For real, Mom? Tati, are you all right?
Billy gathers up Tati's crutches and gently helps her to her feet. Maya, ignored, pulls herself together, retrieves her yellow pad, and begins to exit.
Fine. Forget I exist.
Dark musical interlude. Scene 7. A few evenings later. Terrell stands at the reception desk at Break the Mold Studios, opening mail, looking at headshots, listening to demo recordings. Billy, school books in hand, enters.
Hey, Mr. Harris.
Billy? Shouldn't you be in school?
It's 5 o'clock.
Time. And 1 minute I'm rolling out of bed and the next Stephen Colbert comes on.
You don't mind my stopping by like this?
Does Maya know you're here?
Do I need permission?
You know how Maya, how protective she is.
Neurotic, you mean? Holds the world record on life crises.
It can't be easy for a woman turning 40.
40 is 5 years behind her. You'd think she'd have adjusted by now.
You'll at least mention it to her, that you stopped by? How are things at home?
Disjointed. Tati can't walk. Mom can't sit still. Mom rants about the dumbing down of mainstream culture. Tati blisses out on Happy Feet.
Families get out of sync sometimes.
Mom talks about you. A lot.
Here, all she talks about is you.
Who'd have guessed? The way she comes home from this place acting all Rachel Dolezal. It's embarrassing.
You'll be on your own soon. The Big Apple, the birthplace of hip hop. I tried my luck there once.
Life changer?
Those brothers in the South Bronx don't trust outsiders. I hustled for a while. The golden doors just never open. And you think I have gotten the message when they killed Tupac. But you know what they say about hope?
Hope is the thing with feathers? Emily Dickinson.
So you're into poetry.
Hard not to be. My mom dragged home every poetry major on the Eastern Seaboard after my dad died.
Lots of ways to deal with grief. She must have loved him very much.
Never took their wedding album off the coffee table, even after he dumped her.
What do you mean?
Mom didn't tell you? Dad was living on his own when he died.
Drive-by?
Something with his heart. No need to pile on the sympathy. Dude moved out before I even understood what a father was.
There's one in every family. Too terrified of fatherhood to stay.
Other way around. He loved being a dad, just didn't want to be a husband anymore. Between Maya and taking care of his bedridden mother.
Look, I'm not prying.
Could have been worse. For Mom. Tati was there to pick up the pieces. She'd been Mom's favorite prenatal yoga teacher. You won't tell Maya that I told you. So, this is where the magic happens.
You still haven't said why you're here.
I've written some stuff and thought, with Mom so bent out of shape about college tuition.
You brought bars?
Billy hurriedly takes a sheaf of papers from her backpack.
Is this about time?
Prep. I got an artist coming in at 6. Hit me with a verse or two.
Finally got my shot. Hell no. Not gonna blow cause I listen to the news parcel shit. There's Ivy in my league, Roses on a car seat, but I'm a nigga just like you can hear it in my heartbeat. Mama's white and got no clue, still she hustled for her dollar, just trying to make it through. And now I hear her holler. You can pray down on your knees all 24/7, but that bus pass in your pocket won't get you to heaven. I'm not hustling just like you, go muscling just like you. Someone tell me this ain't doom, I'm a nigga through and through.
Terrell recognizes lines claimed earlier by Maya.
We'll talk, huh?
That's all you have to say?
You got my attention.
What, not marginal enough for you?
Look, I get it. Privilege doesn't make you white. No one's questioning your right to spit bars. It's not that.
Terrell's cell phone dings. He checks his text.
Lord have mercy. My session musicians are stuck in traffic. Look, leave me what you've written. I'll go through it when my head's all in one place.
Billie hands Terrell her lyric sheets and turns to go.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Harris. I'll just...
All right, sure, Billie, but do us both a favor and make sure your mom's on board with this.
You won't say anything before I do.
Why the secrecy?
You know Maya. Her messiah complex takes all the weight on herself.
Terrell's cell phone dings again.
Sorry,
Billie gestures a goodbye and begins to exit.
Just don't put it off too long.
Terrell switches on music, which extends beyond lights down into Scene 8. Scene 8, evening. Maya, groomed with uncharacteristic care, her lips a vivid red, enters the reception area of Break the Mold Studios, where Terrell paces, texting. It might be a visit like any other, but...
Hey, I'll just finish up here. Everything good?
Yes. Well, no, actually.
Terrell quickly stashes his phone and motions her toward a chair.
Have a seat. Talk to me.
A verse. I don't have it. My brain might as well be up my armpit. Nothing in my mind's ear but static.
Trouble at home?
Nothing I can't handle. Tati's become so needy, and her departures into the ether. Yesterday, she insisted I take her to a hypnotist for a past life regression. Comes out all smiles, telling me that she's Mary Queen of Scots reincarnated. Can't stop thinking about decapitation.
Chill, huh? You still got your head. It's just crammed with dark shit right now. How's Billie?
Okay, I guess. She's been spending a lot of time in her room lately. Seems to be writing something. You know how kids are at that age.
Self-absorbed?
Smug little know-it-alls. Make me feel so useless. At school, in my own home.
Sounds like you could use a Sabbath.
Me? I'm Jewish. I don't do Judaism.
I call it breathing space then. Quiet your mind. The bars are there. If you just stop trying to control everything.
You're right.
Can I hear that again?
Terrell's ringtone signals an incoming call.
I better take this. Bugs, where are you, man?
Some beige-ass Holiday Inn in Podunk. Vibe like a fucking funeral parlor. Terrell hastens to take the phone off speaker.
You good? But you had a contract. Like I said, I'll up production. Look, I'm moving some tracks through the pipeline right now. Sleep it off, man. Peace.
Terrell disconnects. Maya queries him with a glance.
Music biz.
Sorry. Don't freak out, but do you have any weed?
How much we talking about?
One joint, take the edge off. I thought you and I might.
Get wasted?
Haven't smoked a joint in 2 decades. I just thought maybe it would, like, unblock me. No idea what this stuff costs anymore.
Terrell waves the money away, lowers the shades, and puts a back in a minute sign on the door.
You sure this is a good idea?
Oh, I'm not sure of anything. But fate loves the fearless.
Terrell takes out a rolled joint and lights up.
Confucius?
James Russell Lowell.
Terrell passes the joint to Maya.
Another dead white dude.
Maya takes a drag, coughs.
I once quoted James Baldwin at a faculty meeting. You'd think I had groped a freshman the way a dean flogged me with his gaze.
You what they call an egghead? Who talks like that?
Maya takes another drag before handing the joint back.
This is what happens when I get shit-faced. Recite my laundry list in Middle English, morph into a Jewish Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Am I insufferable?
Terrell hands the
No,
joint back.
just weird as fuck.
Maya puffs deeply and repeatedly.
This isn't who I set out to become. I wanted to be
Rich and famous?
adored. One of those professors people name babies after. Does anyone even remember me once they earn their worthless degree and venture forth, unfit for anything but Scrabble?
Stop doing this to yourself.
What?
Maya, you've got a family, a profession, a daughter about to enter the Ivy League. Give yourself some credit. Lose this impossible ideal you carry around like a whipping post.
Self-flagellation is in my genes.
Where has this I could have been a contender shit ever gotten anybody?
You're right.
Come again?
Have you ever smoked hashish in a camel market? I mean, who does that?
Easy now.
God, cannabis makes me so stupid.
So, what was this Baldwin quote you fuck bombed your colleagues with?
Oh, that. I was trying to make my case for the new curriculum. Neither love nor terror makes one blind. Indifference makes one blind. Didn't go down well.
Nothing those good old boys hate worse than the truth.
To hell with them. I'm done pandering to the Goy patriarchy. How about some music?
Terrell switches on a light rhythmic instrumental track.
Dance with me?
Thanks, but I'm good.
Maya stands and begins to sway to the music.
Me? I've just gotta move. You don't mind?
I'm good.
Maya's inhibitions loosen. Her movements become increasingly seductive. She closes in on Terrell, her hips gyrating.
I used to love to dance.
Yeah, I can see that.
Maya leans in on Terrell, her breasts in his face, and shimmies.
My body isn't what it once was.
Nothing wrong with your body.
Do you mean it? You don't think my ass is too big? I've always thought so.
Man wants something he can grab onto.
You say the sweetest things.
Maya turns around, bends over, and twerks.
I saw this in a Lil Wayne video. Am I doing it right?
Hey, maybe you should.
Slower, faster.
You're high.
Maya turns and engulfs him in the manner of a lap dance.
It can be so freeing. My Jewish ass is finally good for something.
Terrell switches off the music.
Time for a break.
What, you didn't like my dancing?
It's not that.
Then what is it?
An uneasy silence.
Terrell,
Maya leans in. They kiss. There's an inevitability about it. Terrell pulls back.
You're one fine woman, Maya. Making love to you right now would be the easiest thing in the world.
But
You need to think about this. How you'll feel going home to Tatiana when the high wears off. If you still want me, it'd be hard to say no to you a second time. Now, I need you to go.
if I came on too strong,
Let's just keep it on the low, huh?
whatever this was, I've never cheated on anyone.
Good night, Maya. And come back when you got the missing bars. Now, I don't want to hear any more of this writer's block shit. If you just rap the way you dance, hell, you know what you need to do.
Terrell, we're having a little belated celebration this Friday, just the family. Billie's acceptance to Yale. Tati made me promise to invite you.
I don't know.
What's not to know? Your family now.
Lights down. Brief musical interlude. Scene 9. The evening of Billie's celebratory dinner. Billie ushers Terrell into the living room, which is decorated with helium balloons and lit by candles. Maya, contrite and eager to make amends, rises to greet him.
Terrell, we were just talking about you.
Not sure how to take that.
Kick off your shoes and come sit with us. I was just telling the girls about our song, what there is to tell. You haven't spoken much about the artist.
Martha, a big woman on the scale of Ma Rainey. You'll love her. Gravelly voice, but knows when to pour on the honey.
Takes a small wrapped gift from his pocket.
A little something for Billie.
Billie unwraps the gift as she speaks.
You didn't need to.
Billie studies the unwrapped gift, which she cannot at first identify.
Pepper spray. You never know when you might need it.
How thoughtful. Thanks, Terrell.
Billie fills a glass with wine and places it before him. Maya retrieves a wrapped gift from its hiding place and extends it toward Billie.
Since the gift giving has begun, Tati and I conferred and thought, well, see for yourself.
Billie unwraps the gift.
Mom, Tati, what more could I possibly need? A new phone! I could have gotten by with the old one.
This one's special. Your mother and I programmed it with everything that we wish we had when we were in college.
Billie examines the phone.
Cool. Cousin Susan on Riverside Drive, academic advising, sexual assault hotline, STD clinic, suicide prevention. Guess I'm all set.
Oh, isn't this nice?
Our Billie all grown up.
When I first left for college, Mom cooked for a solid week. Sent me a hamper full of acra and deviled crab, enough to feed the state of Louisiana. And the tears. Oh, nothing worse than a mother's tears.
She must have been ecstatic to have you back.
Right? Her first words were, well, what do you think I'm running here? A hotel? Converted my room into an atelier for her millinery collection. While she made a killing on church hats, I crashed on a cot in the laundry room.
Cold.
I loved her for it. Her independence freed me to find my own.
Point taken. Time for greasy finger food and speeches. You first, Tati.
Maya exits toward the kitchen.
Yikes, I didn't prepare anything.
Silly tradition. Why don't we just skip it and go straight to the fortune cookies?
But I want to. Billie, you were the cutest little thing. I still remember your little hands and your little pipsqueak voice. I'm a little cheap, short and stout. Gosh, what a beautiful young woman you've become. And smart like your mother. How did I get so lucky to live under the same roof as the two most awesome women who've ever walked the planet?
Maya re-enters with a platter of tapas.
Your turn, Terrell.
What can I say? Haven't known Billie long, but I know what it takes to make it out there. And this girl is a winner. She knows her own worth, so I'll go light on the pretty words. Billie, you've got two fine women here to keep you in line. Do them proud.
I suppose that leaves me.
Billie leans over and whispers something in Terrell's ear. He responds with a barely perceptible nod. Tati takes note and eyes Terrell with suspicion.
Billie, my daughter, my muse, my lion-hearted Tinkerbell, goddess of gaffs, Calliope in denim, honor roll Ishtar, queen of conundrums, great brown hope. I promised myself I wouldn't. God, I am such a cliche.
Oh, babe.
Billie hands her mother a tissue.
Help me in the kitchen, Terrell. At this rate, we'll never see dinner.
Hey, you all right, Maya?
Go easy on the Tabasco.
Billy and Terrell exit toward the kitchen. Tati gazes after them.
We need to talk.
God, I'm gutted. Who ever thought it would be this hard?
Laughter issues from the kitchen.
What's between Billy and Terrell?
They seem to be getting on. Why do you ask?
She used to call him Mr. Harris.
Natural, isn't it? Now that he's a family friend.
Are you sure that's all he is? The body language, the whispers, I don't like it.
Billy and Terrell, still laughing, re-enter.
Dinner is served. Terrell, how about some mood music? I'm thinking G-Eazy.
I can roll with that. But first, to Billy, may her swag and good sense take her far, and may the angels surround her with the sweet light of God's everlasting mercy. We ask these things in Jesus' name, in Moses' name. Amen.
L'chaim.
Brief musical interlude. Scene 10. The following day. Terrell stands in the reception area of Break the Mold Studio, playing back a recent voicemail from Bugs. What up? Heard the news? I'll be passing through to play a benefit for the old neighborhood center. If there's a wall still standing. And tell your mom I mean to collect on that jambalaya breakfast. Been too long, my brother. Terrell marks the date on the wall calendar. Maya strides in with an air of purpose.
Oh, hey, I was just about to text a thank you. Any more of these home-cooked meals, I'll be heading back to the gym.
So you enjoyed yourself.
What's not to enjoy?
Cute. Do I amuse you?
Bad day?
It's about to get better. I nailed the verse.
Dope. Maya's got her mojo back. I'm all ears.
I bet you are. Fuck off, perv. You may think you've caught her. Get your sleazebag hands off my daughter. Listen to these words or I'll land your ass in hell. Played me for a fool, but I'm on to you, Terrell.
What the fuck? Have you lost it, Maya?
I thought you'd talk shit, so I came prepared to out you. Billy laughs behind my back. Thanks, you lying lout, you.
Yo, your bars are whack. That aside, are you out of your warped ass mind? Has something happened to Billy?
You happened. Innocent you're not, so spare me the refrain. You'd be running for the hills if you had half a brain.
Is that a threat? I thought you wanted me to talk to Billy. Your flattery about me being good with young people.
Let me be clear. We both know you're having a thing with my daughter, my underage daughter. Tati saw you.
Saw me what?
The secrets, the looks, the private jokes. You've been seeing her. Admit it.
Seeing her? She stopped by the lab a couple times.
Billy? Here?
Spare me the third degree, huh? She came by uninvited to spit some bars. Bars that sounded strangely familiar.
Are you accusing me of plagiarism?
Are you accusing me of sex trafficking a minor?
I'm just saying, Billy is about to start college. The last thing she needs is to get involved with an older man. She's not ready.
Oh, afraid she's like you. I never laid a finger on your daughter. She didn't come around here to smoke weed and rub her titties in my face.
I've already apologized for that night.
Yeah, Billy's nothing like you. Carries herself like a young lady.
Lady. What sort of southern sexist bullshit is that?
Yeah, go there. Your daughter could teach you a thing or two.
I didn't raise my daughter to be Scarlett O'Hara.
Look, I respect Billy. You're the problem here.
No, you're the problem. Luring underage girls into your studio so you can fill their heads with fluff about 7-figure licensing deals.
Look, Billy came here wanting to earn her own tuition. She's worried about you.
About me? No one needs to worry about Maya Goldfarb. I've got more balls than a herd of charging bullocks.
Oh, all Jewish sisters this fucked up. Lord have mercy. Man, no wonder your husband left you.
What did you say?
You heard me.
You know nothing about my husband, my marriage, whatever Billy told you.
He walked out on you.
And you think I drove William away?
A man shouldn't have to choose between his wife and an ailing mother.
No, he shouldn't, which is why I invited his mother to live with us.
Forget it. It's not my business anyway.
I married a good man. We were young, sure, but so were our parents, and they raised families. Why not us? And then we had our daughter. What perfection! We joked that nature had blended the very best of each of us and discarded our flaws. Did I will my own blindness, or was I just too happy to notice my husband's consuming doubt? Billy was 18 months old, for God's sake, and he decides that he can't be with me anymore without betraying his blackness, that I make him feel inauthentic. Had I suddenly become white? Who did he think he had married?
Wish I had a kind word right now, but I'm clean out. Look at you. So arrogant, you think you can deny your own skin color. And you put that white goo on your nose when you go out in the sun, same as Mayor Pete.
Next, you'll be calling me a racist.
Pretty damn plain from where I sit. Face it, if I were white, would you have stormed in here ragging on me about your daughter without a shred of proof? Would you stand there trying to snag me into a dick contest when you don't even got one?
Not everything is about race.
Yeah, right. Every time I think one of you is different.
Who's the racist now?
I never touched your daughter. This is between you and her. And go home, Maya.
I'll get to the bottom of this, Terrell. And when I do...
Just don't come back here. Not tomorrow, not next week, not ever.
Lights down. Dark musical interlude. Scene 11. That evening, Maya, Billy, and Tati sit in the living room of their urban bungalow, each absorbed in her own thoughts. Silence. Maya grades papers. Billy works at her laptop computer. Tati does physical therapy exercises.
You're awfully quiet tonight.
So are you? Something on your mind?
Something you want to tell me?
Did Terrell say something?
About...
I'll leave you two alone to...
No, stay. This concerns all of us. You may as well know. I went to Terrell's studio today, and let's just say he won't be coming here anymore.
Why not?
I think you know why not.
I was planning to tell you about the bars. I thought if I could earn some money, you seem so shook all the time.
And Terrell, did he encourage your visits to the studio?
I only went by there a couple times. He seemed busy, so I showed him what I had and left.
Was he more than friendly?
Like, patronizing?
Did he offer you drugs?
Seriously, Mom? What's with you anyways? If you didn't trust Terrell, why'd you bring him home?
Tati suggested it, and I don't know. We have so few female friends.
This is on me. I like Terrell. Don't get me wrong, but the way you and he suddenly seem so, you know, it scared me. Men can be scary.
Terrell?
Not just Terrell, it's a testosterone thing.
Terrell's no Neanderthal. All he did was try to help us get our shit together.
No one asked him to play Dr. Phil.
Babe, if Billy says nothing happened, if Terrell didn't, if we jumped to conclusions, then maybe we do need to get our shit together.
Mom, at least.
What is that supposed to mean?
Duh. You crashed Terrell's world, half smother the dude with adulation, and then rip into him like a raging hyena. For what? It's all in your head.
Okay, so I may have come down a little hard on him. Terrell isn't as innocent as you seem to think.
Why do you keep trashing the dude? What's really going on here, Mom? Because I'm getting this vibe like my mother has a thing for a fly younger man and just can't handle it.
Maya, you wouldn't. You didn't.
Nothing has happened. I love you, Tati. It's just lately.
If I can't count on you in the hard times, that is not love.
Tati's right. When are you gonna grow up, Mom?
If you need space, I could go stay with.
Don't even think of it.
Ever since you started rapping, I thought another rough patch. We'll ride it out.
And we will.
We're not letting you off that easy. What's gotten into you anyway?
If you must know, I drag home from campus wondering if a single word I've said has mattered. Have I become one more windbag in the mind-numbing babble of post-industrial de-evolution?
Okay, so it's bleak out there right now. People still need stories. Isn't that what you once told me?
I don't know anymore what people need.
Go on.
I set out to make a difference, but every time I so much as tweak the status quo, I'm attacked as radical, angry, woke, a ball buster, a Jewish AOC. They'd muzzle me if they could. Muzzle me and burn a cross on our front lawn.
Maybe we don't belong here.
Is that what this is?
Look, Mom, I've thought about it, and all this started when I decided to apply to Yale. The stressing over tuition, the bars. If going Ivy means standing by while my mother exploits Black culture.
That's harsh.
No wonder you're blocked. You're just doing it for the money, not because you feel like you've been gagged your whole life and will scream if you don't let it out.
If you think I don't want to scream.
I've decided. I'll go to a state university. Spare us all this drama.
Maya, reaching her breaking point, lets loose a semi-contained scream and then abruptly composes herself.
Fine. No more drama. I'll find another way to earn tuition, but you are going to Yale.
Aren't you?
Nothing to discuss here. Billie doesn't belong in a state university any more than I belong on a faculty of good old boys. Hip-hop showed me that.
If you're saying that hip-hop...
Look, white is more than a skin color. It's a caste. You don't see a Goldfarb or a Cohen sipping juleps with the polo set.
Mom,
We were talking about you. Don't you get it? Nothing matters more to me than your future. You've earned your shot. Don't you let anyone take that from you.
All right.
Didn't catch that?
All right. I'll go to Yale. But if it gets to be too much for you...
Too much? You don't know Maya Goldfarb.
Well, if that's settled, it's been a tough couple of years. And now with Billie going off, what I'm trying to say is I could use a break. There's these places I've been wanting to go and see.
Then let's. With spring break coming up, we could.
I meant on my own.
Have I lost you, Tati?
I lost myself. Now that I've got my head on straight, raising Billie with you has been the honor of my life. Nothing makes me prouder, but it's time I get out there again, before I end up one more domesticated dyke marshmallow.
No chance of that.
But you'll come back?
Are you sure you want me to?
Oh, yes. You, babe, are a force of nature. My Alice through the looking glass. Toto to my Dorothy. It's I who've lost something. My old chutzpah, or when did I last dream?
You'll figure things out. You'll dream again. Just know, if we give it another shot, the future is going to be different. We have got to get better at this, Maya. Billie won't be around to referee.
I won't make excuses for my behavior. I was already broken when you found me.
Fresh start.
Therapy.
Mom, you could have said something. I'd have understood.
Sure you would. But it's not your job to fix me any more than it was Terrell's. Just Keep your eyes on the prize, baby girl. I'll be right behind you.
Brief musical interlude. Epilogue. Several months later, Maya, looking rested, bearing gifts, enters the reception area of Break the Mold Studios. Packing boxes litter the floor. Terrell, avoiding eye contact, packs gear and memorabilia into them. Maya extends a takeout container toward him in a manner of a peace offering.
Chinese?
When Terrell makes no move to retrieve the container, Maya places it atop the reception desk.
You didn't answer my texts.
Terrell's only response is a small, dismissive gesture. He continues to pack.
I saw the U-Haul out front. Everything all right?
What do you want, Maya? Can't you see that I'm busy?
Too busy to watch me grovel? Mea culpa. I should never have doubted your integrity.
Terrell brushes past her.
You're in my way.
Let me help.
A little late for that.
I would have come sooner.
Terrell turns his back on Maya and goes on packing.
Damn it, Terrell. I had the worst crush on you and was jealous of my own daughter.
Well, I'm not your confessor. And anyway, why should I trust the words you say?
A woman scorned could not have been a bigger a-hole.
True. Hand me that mic.
I lied about my age, plagiarized Billy's bars, was selectively honest with you about my marriage.
Terrell continues to pack, points with his chin towards a roll of sealing tape.
Tape.
Maya hands him the tape.
Okay, so I came on like some hormone-crazed adolescent. The feelings were real. The kiss? I could fake everything else, but not that.
Forget it, huh? We had a moment.
A moment I'll cherish. God, that sounds so cheesy. You must want to gag after the horrible things I said.
Just forget it.
Have you forgotten it? No, I didn't think so.
Terrell stops packing and faces her.
It takes strength to remember. It takes another kind of strength to forget. It takes a hero to do both.
Baldwin?
From Giovanni's room. Look, you fucked up, Maya. But you got one thing right. I was hiding away in this place, trying to convince myself that I didn't need anything or anyone beyond these walls. You were warm, funny, and took me home. Okay, so you were also a psycho, but who isn't by now?
Why are you packing? Where are you going?
Can't afford the rent on this place without Bugs.
Don't tell me he pulled out on you.
He's dead.
What?
You heard me. Bugs is dead. Someone shot him.
Who? Who would do such a thing?
Don't know. I never will. That's how the song goes. Want to get away with murder? Kill a rapper.
But to lose a childhood friend.
Bugs isn't my first.
Are you all right?
Like I've got a choice. 1 minute, Bugs is on his way home, and then bam, 3 bullets to his head, execution style. Just can't stop thinking, did Bugs see it coming? Who knows and isn't talking? Fucking police. Dick you around your whole life, and then when you need them.
What will you do now?
Get a smaller place back in the hood, pay off my debts, start over.
You'll build yourself back. You'll come back even stronger.
Sure.
Sucks. But I believe in you. Always have. You're coming from a higher place than I could ever reach.
Keep bigging me up like that, and I just might start to believe it.
I'm sorry, Terrell, for projecting my demons onto you and being too damn needy to see it.
Can I hear that again?
If I could take back every barbed word.
Just so you know, I'm not pissed at you anymore.
I'm pissed at myself.
I can still picture you walking through that door for the first time, not knowing shit and knowing you didn't, but still having the balls to spit some bars.
Which were crap.
Diamonds in the rough. Still waiting on that verse. Need to get our baby purring while I still have the ear of Bug's old manager. What a release party that'll be.
Pains me to miss it. I'll be gone by then.
Gone?
Landed a position in Jersey. Blue state, better funding.
Close to the Billy.
That too. The college has agreed to adopt my course. No more MAGA-crazed parents threatening to send me back to Bolshevik Russia. I just hope it's not too late.
What for?
Books were once a wonderland for me. Like your lab is for you. Can I ever recapture that all? Can I convey even a fraction of it to my students?
You will. It's our true nature. David dancing before the Lord. Solomon's song of songs. Rhythm and flow.
I'll miss this place. The refuge of these soundproofed walls.
Yeah. It was something.
Maya places a comforting hand on Terrell's shoulder.
I have those bars, the final verse. Once I realized it was only ever about love, somehow it all came clear in the end.
Well, what are you waiting for? I'm listening.
A girl's packed her bags, nothing left to keep her. Gotta let her go, though this love's just growing deeper. Look up and watch her fly, no stopping my daughter. She learned to trust her wings just like mama taught her. God protect my girl, protect the children. God protect my child, protect the children.
Amen.
Fade to black. Hip-hop music plays at curtain.
Thank you so much for joining us today for Bars, or How Hip Hop Saved My Life, written by Germaine Shames and directed by Jacqueline Springfield, featuring Rachel F. Hirsch, Lance Avery Brown, Zoe Jourdain, Melissa Grogan, Hannibal Tabu, and I am Kimberly Gunn with Zoomcatchers. Congratulations, everyone. Before we get into our moderated critique sessions, I know there'll be a lot to talk about with this play. We want to tell you about some new workshops that the Frank Silvera Writers Workshop is putting on. First up, we have Writing for the Small Screen with Chisa Hutchinson. This has been rescheduled. It'll be starting actually July 7th through August 11th, 2025. There is still an opportunity for you to join this class. You can go to the FSWW.org for more details. And next up, we have Playwriting with Christiana Colon. This class will be coming up in a week or two or so. So we look forward to you playwrights and you screenplay writers out there to join our workshops. Next up, I'm going to call Byron Saunders to the stage to tell us about how you can support the arts. Take it away, Byron.
Thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us this afternoon for this reading. It's a very interesting piece. The Frank Silvera Writers Workshop is celebrating its 50th anniversary. 50 years we've been celebrating and working new plays for the American theater stage. African Americans from all around the country and around the world have come to the Frank Silvera Writers Workshop over the past 50 years. When I was the executive director back in 89, 90, 91, somewhere back in there for a couple of years, we were on top of a tennis shoe store on 125th Street. So we've come a long, long ways since that time. But back then, we won an Obie Award for playwriting development. This process that you're witnessing and being a part of has been ongoing for 50 years. And how do we survive and sustain for this next generation of new plays, new actors, and all for the American stage? By supporting the Frank Silvera Writers Workshop. It's so easy for you to do. All you got to do, that box that's on the screen right there to your upper left or to your bottom, wherever you see it, it's it is an opportunity for you to make a donation. We're raising $50,000, celebrating our 50th anniversary. You can help us by punching in your donation today, making a pledge to the FSWW.org. That's how easy it is. Or you can push the OK button and say, you know what? Make my pledge right now. And let's make it that good money. You know, fives, tens, 15s, 20s. All of that is good stuff, helping us to sustain this organization for the next 50 years, as we are probably the leading organization in America right now, celebrating new works, new AI information, green screen projections. We even pay our actors. Now, how many theaters are really doing that? That's why you must support us. Make your pledge today. Help us sustain for another 50 years as the next generation of new story, just like this that you see today. These actors brought their A game to the stage. They didn't have but a couple of days of rehearsal, but look what they were able to tell. A story, this particular story, rewritten as I saw it the first time, and my God, it has elevated itself to the next level because of a good directing by Jacqueline Springfield, Germaine Shames. Wow, great work, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we do here at the Frank Silvera Writers Workshop. And so now make that pledge. Oh, I see. Somebody just made that pledge. Thank you so very much. Keep ringing that telephone. Keep pushing that pledge. That's going to help us get to the next 50 years. We appreciate your generous support. Thank you for joining in this afternoon. Okay. I guess it's the moderated critique session. Do I swing it back to me?
Actually, let me just make a couple of announcements about that. And
sure.
thanks everyone for staying with us here on this Sunday. We're now going to move into our moderated critique session. You please feel free to join in the conversation. You can either put your comments or questions into the chat or the Q&A. You can also use the raise your hand feature at the bottom of the toolbar to actually get on the mic. There's a lot to talk about with this play, and I want to call Germaine Shames, our playwright. Germaine, if you can turn your camera on and join the conversation. Congratulations, everyone. You did a phenomenal job. Thank you so much. And I'll hand it off to Byron now. Take it away, Byron.
All right, I'm back again, ladies and gentlemen, from the call board there for donations. But my goodness, Germaine, I saw this play back in what, March, April, June, May, February, somewhere back in there. I remember when I saw this and I was thinking, oh, wow, quite an interesting dynamic here, a conversation taking on all of the elements that our country is going through right now, but putting it into an amazing story and not being too didactic to tell the story, talking about real people. So Germaine, since that opportunity for the rewrite, what did you discover in your opportunity to make it a better presentation? I mean, these characters are rich this time and a much more developed story than before. So tell us, what did you experience in your process this time?
In a word, Byron, revelation. The character of Bugs made an appearance in this iteration. I hope you enjoyed Bugs, even though he is an offstage character. I just saw more deeply into this play than I ever could have on my own. I was also the fortunate recipient of notes from Dr. Katz.
Yes.
So I lucked out. I couldn't be happier.
And you know, the nice part about the development of the process that you took on in giving us Bugs, because that kind of set Terrell's character to be a much more human character. He was somewhat of a mouthpiece the last time, but this time we got to understand a little bit of his backstory that allowed him to realize there's much more to his journey as well than just the interaction with these three women. And yes, that's part of the story from before, but his character now had a relationship with someone who was helping him get to the next level. And it's unfortunate because in our community now, the Black and the white, and we have these domestic violence issues that are impacting all of us, not just one color against another, but it's also violence, black on black violence, white on white violence, and then the interweaving of the story with the LGBTQ issues, plus issues, I thought was very cleverly woven. We didn't get hit over the head with didactic types of caricatures, but an understanding that these women are real. They are struggling with their own lifestyles, struggling to raise a child, and yet we don't. Of course, we're all under attack right now for our lifestyles, for everything. But you made it possible for us to have care for these characters, to appreciate their journeys, each and every one of them. There was the drug addiction potential, the LGBTQ plus story, the young woman who's trying to get an education and blending it in hip hop. As we all know, Kendrick Lamar just about exploded everything for us to appreciate. And once he was on the stage with the Super Bowl, look what has happened. It is actually now for us to see this story evolve with real people and understanding hip hop is a legitimate art form. It has a story unto itself. So any aspirations with moving this forward relative to your own discovery as a playwright and the character work that you've added this time? I think these characters are much more depth to them this time. So any share with us that what your thoughts were when you were developing these characters' background now.
I fall in love with my characters. You know, they're entirely real to me. They're my family.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I just can't wait to see a full production of this somewhere. I'm putting that out to the universe.
Any takers thus far? Because that's where we're going with, the rewriting process now is to get it to the market. So we want to see you get it from the page to the stage, into the market. And I hope that there's some producers who are watching this, because from what this play was several months ago, it has really truly evolved into a wonderful, beautiful story of life. And that's what we should be looking at, life stories. So any comments from yes, thank you. Any comments from the characters? I mean, the playwright, now director, Madam Director. Oh my gosh. Jacqueline, excellent work. Excellent. I mean, I'm a director producer myself, so thank you, because I've seen the growth of this piece, but it takes a good eye, someone who's been able to bring those actors together in the process. So what did you learn this time as well?
So thank you. I really love Germaine's writing. The complexity of these characters and what I think is the real care that Germaine takes in writing each of them, because they're fully human characters, and it could be easy to paint each of them as a villain for the things that they do. But I think Germaine really writes in their humanity. And there's a sense of accountability that each of them has for themselves. And other characters also call them out too. And I really love that. I love the complexity that's written into the characters. And as far as a full production, we kind of talked about that a little bit, because there are theater festivals all over that I think really would deserve to have a play like this, that I would be excited about the possibility of taking a full production of this to some of those festivals and seeing this play on its feet. And I don't think I could have had a better cast. I just want to give kudos to the cast. Most of these actors I knew, and Rachel and I are new friends, and I'm just incredibly pleased with the performances that the actors were able to bring depth to these characters that Germaine wrote, and to do that in such a short period of time, to bring the complexity that these characters require.
Yes, so you're right about that. The cast this time I felt was very full. Their story was excellently told. Lance brought a different level of the male character in this particular production of reading this time that I didn't really get the last time. I thought it was intelligent, a very intelligent representation of his own desires, but also being able to realize that he was nurturing not only his business but relationships that he wasn't anticipating. And yes, we even with the specter of the current Middle East issues brought forward where he wasn't what's the word I want to use? He wasn't looking at the situation in Israel between Palestine and the Israeli relationships as political, but as human beings, human interaction. And he took the notion of a Jewish woman coming into his shop, really rapping and putting up some nice lyrics and some nice rap of her own, but it was based in rhythms. Can we make music? Can we talk to people using the rap form to talk about these issues and then really explore how can we resolve some of the elephant that's really in the room and the crisis that we're facing right now. But that's what I like about this particular story now. It is able to talk to us about, can we, as quote the great martyr, can we all get along? Yes, we can, if indeed we find the language to help us cross each other's bridge. And I salute the playwright for that, because that was the bigger challenge that I didn't really get the first time I saw this. But this time around, it was woven very structurally well. I mean, Vera Katz's workshop really helped out. And I know there's a lot of good work that went into this, but I think you were able to hear her commentary and help guide you in this development where the story is so rich now. And I think it should be told across the country. It's got to find the stage, y'all. I mean, this hard work needs now to understand if indeed we are going to solve some of the problems in our world. It's stories like this that are able to bridge the common ground, get us to talk to each other, and then realize that we can get along. It's about finding peace. So congratulations to all of you. The acting, spot on, spot on. I really am very pleased to say that this time around. And Zoe, excellent job. Oh my gosh, you brought Billie alive to a place where she's real this time. She wasn't just a caricature of a family that's struggling inside of itself, but understanding, yes, this woman is
I'd like
going
to say a
yeah.
few words here,
Yeah,
just a
yes,
few.
Vera.
Before
Yeah,
I go
Vera.
to
Ahead,
sleep.
Professor Katz.
Before I
Thank
go to
you.
sleep, I want to say that whoever Lance Brown is, he's absolutely a marvelous actor, absolutely marvelous. And I teach acting, and I've taught some of the best. And just incredible, because you brought a variety to the character, and you brought a softness and a hardness to him. And that variety is very hard to find in someone your age range. So I really want to congratulate you, and I want to congratulate the director. Now, where are you, Germaine? Germaine? Where's Germaine? Is she still here?
Right here, Vera.
She's here, Vera.
Congratulations, Germaine. I purposely stayed for you. I wanted to see your work. And of course, it's grown so much and you've done so much good work on it. A couple of things are still bothering me. I think, you're a good tweaker, and I think you might want to tweak a little bit, because you've got something here, and I agree with everything Byron said, in that this is going to do well. And Jacqueline is right. I think she can get it into all sorts of reading workshops. Rena has a very good reading workshop, Rena Stage in DC, but there are many of them all over the country. Now, What bothers me about this Jewish woman, and as a Jewish woman, I can say this, what bothers me about her is it's okay that she doesn't listen at the beginning. She never really takes in what anybody says. She never does a responding. She never says, oh, I never thought of that. Thank you. Or, well, she doesn't respond. She lectures everybody. So by the end of the show, I could have smashed her. And, you know, I wanted to be with her, of course, because I understood who she was. She has pieces of me in her. And so I thought she was very, you know, well written, Germaine, as everybody has said, you write character very well. I think she needs to have more of an epiphany towards the end of the play, a turnaround that is going to make her say that I apologize for shaming myself and shaming you, something to that effect. You don't have to use those words, of course. But she doesn't really have that. She just comes back smart ass. She's not a different person when she comes back at the end. She's still a know-it-all and a smart ass. And I'd like to see a little other side of her. You know, well, you know, they accepted my curriculum, but I'm scared. My daughter's so far away. I've got to go out there now and really prove myself. And then he can give her a lecture about talk is cheap or something like that, you know. He seems older than you made him. He's a very wise young man. I think he could be a little older, Germaine. I know you want her to be interested in a younger man, and that's fine. And that may screw up your, you know, how you fashion each one of them. But he's a little too, I think he has to be a little older. I really do. Though he's worn well, he's, you know. So I want her to be a turnaround. Now, daughter goes to 3 times, she says, to this, to his place, to Youngblood's place. And I found myself asking why. But it hinges on the play that she's going. Am I right? I think she says it, but it's not enough. She goes because she wants to make some money so that mom won't have the burden of paying for Yale by herself. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. So I think that needs to be a little clearer. I think she needs to say that to her mother later. I think she needs to say, you know, that's why she can. And why did she go 3 times? What was she trying to learn? Because then I'm beginning to wonder if she's trying to get something here that's not kosher. And I shouldn't be thinking that at all. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she comes, maybe the second time she comes for a lesson, you know, help me. And she asks some questions about how to write hip hop or something, or rhythms, or, you know, but I want to know why she went 3 times. So I'm suspect of her. I shouldn't be suspect of her, because if I am, then mother's not off her rocker when she's jealous. So everything hinges about that. That's why it's important. So those little things don't quite corroborate for me. Now, your dialogue is wonderful. The story is terrific. Everything that Byron has said is so true. And you've really got something very important here. And you can't miss with a Black Jewish audience. You're going to gain an audience for this, you know. So that's when you write it up, or when Jacqueline writes it up, it's got potential for an audience. And so that's, theaters are interested in making money. So that's important. So all of it is good. I just want you to clean up those 2 things. Have I made them clear to you?
Yes, Dr. Katz, you have, and I really appreciate it.
Okay, well, I appreciate you. You have a wonderful ear and a wonderful ear for dialogue. And I thought you wrote the young man very well. I'm not sure another actor. See, I think you might even fine tune that character because where he gets soft or where he gets not brash, but he's trying to teach her. You know, he's got street smarts and he knows where she's off the mark. And I think he could say things like that because otherwise you're relying on an actor who's not as good as Lance to give us the shading. Do you see what I'm saying? You could get just a brash young smart A who plays the whole thing that way. But Lance also had the warmth to school her. He schooled her. And that's wonderful. Just make it clear in the writing, not only in parentheses, because I think you can put that in parentheses or even in your character description of him. He's all those things, you know, the manager and the hip hop and the young man struggling and finding his way. But he also knows how to be a good teacher to someone who's the teacher. So that's wonderful. But I worry you're going to get another kind of actor, and then it's going to lose its balance, its fine tuning. So think about how to moderate that or modulate. Modulate is the word. Okay.
Yes.
But thank you so much.
Yes.
You got a good director there. You got a wonderful actor, and your lead female was very good. She, the character needs to listen at some point and change by the end. Do more than just say, I'm sorry, you know, I think I was jealous of you, of my daughter. She just said that, but we didn't see her come to that. Got it?
I think so. Thank you so much, Dr. Katz.
All right. Well, you have a recording of this, I'm sure. Yes, Brian, they have a recording of this.
Oh,
So
yes.
You
Yes.
can listen
Definitely.
to it. You can
Yes.
listen to it.
Yes.
And that may help. And if I haven't made it clear enough, don't hesitate to call. Okay?
Thank you, Dr.
One
Katz.
thing thank you, Dr. Katz. One thing is certain about the change part of a story for a character, especially for Maya's character. She's the one that makes the most dynamic change, not only in her relationship, but also probably when she goes back to teaching again. It'll be a different concept because she's learned a lesson, a life lesson. And I think that's what Dr. Katz is referencing. All the characters themselves have made life lessons. And it came really close to, I think, what Dr. Katz was referencing between the characters Maya and Tadia, because they had to come to an understanding about their own relationship to move forward. And yes, it could have gone either way, because the caricature of somebody being drug induced and always in the spacey zone, but there was a point of reality for both of them that made them understand if their relationship was to continue, they too had to make a change. And so, Melissa, your interpretation, character development, what did you feel that was really important for you in this role, that you could see the development of your own character, mapping of your own story for this particular reading?
Yeah, I guess I mean, I talked a lot with Jacqueline about this, that it was really important to me that she be a real person, not just a caricature, because she, there's like, so a lot of things that are mentioned, like aliens, all of that stuff. And so we can easily, I mean, it's very easy to just, to poke fun at that and all of that. But this is a woman that really believes that. And so what's really at the heart of it is that she really loves this family, and she really cares about the family very much. And things have not been good between her and Maya for a while before the play begins. And so, 3 weeks previous to the play beginning, she wouldn't have even taken an aspirin. So now she's on hydrocodone. So something's going on. She's feeling into something that's present. And so I centered that as like, well, that makes sense why she's making these like really strong, not balanced decisions, but she's wanting to try to come back into balance. And so, yeah, that's really the struggle of like, how do I get into balance and when is it time to let go and just be with myself or herself?
Right. And I agree, because these moments of relationship challenges that we're either seeing on TV and movies or just in what's being played out in the political playground, it's like these moments have to be real to us. We just can't keep stigmatizing caricatures of the lifestyle choices. They are real people, and they have heart. They hurt. There's pain that's in our country right now, but we can resolve some of that if we allow people to see themselves as human beings and not as a stereotype. That's the big elephant in the room, and I really appreciate it not being beat over the head with a story, another LGBTQ plus story, because it's not necessary. They're just people, and navigating, bringing another child forward in a relationship like this. It's whether it's heterosexual or a gay relationship, they still got to raise the child. The child they have a responsibility to see this child elevate to her own level, and not what if she wants to choose to be either doesn't matter. It's because she's got that. The whole idea was she needs to get this education, and you're both making sacrifices, which is wonderful.
I think that what actually, even in this reading, honestly, what I realized at the very end is that Tati realizes that as Billie is leaving, everything that Maya says that she cares about is Billie. She never mentions, and in fact, all along the way, she doesn't really say she cares that much about what's going on for Tati. So I think that's another reason why she's like, well, I'm going to step out now because I get it. I've focused here, and there isn't anything for me here anymore.
Yes. Yeah. Now, being the lead, Rachel. Yes, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I just wanted to read a couple of comments, and
yes, please.
Amy W has raised her hand. Arlene Kelman says excellent acting, and then Amy W, she's made a comment. But Amy, why don't you come onto the mic and you can make your comment to everyone? Thank you.
Sure, thank you. I agree with everything that has been said. Just marvelous acting, directing. And Lance was just brilliant in his nuanced performance. But I did want to, I wanted to like Maya more than I did. I wanted to have more, a warmer feeling towards her change. So I totally agree with Dr. Katz that she needs a little softening around the edges. And I'll tell you two things that sort of didn't play well for me. Is that even though she's, there are reasons why she would tussle and wrestle with Tati over the drugs and try to grab them out of her hand. I think she's too smart to do that. We're too smart to take someone who's becoming addicted and grab them out of it. It was a dramatic moment, it could be, but I'm wondering how it could evolve to that point where she's grabbing the oxycodone or whatever she's taking out of her hand in a way that builds to that isn't, I'm not sure how you do it, but it seemed too, it wasn't a smart thing to do. Now, there are a lot of things she does that are not smart things, like the seduction scene and all of that. But that one, I don't know. It just seemed like it needed a little softer approach to that point. And then the other thing about Tati is that all of a sudden, the time frame hasn't changed very much, but suddenly she all of a sudden appears not addicted. Her comments, she seems like she is off the drugs, or she's straight. Her thinking is so clear as compared to the thinking previous to that, in her decision to go off on her own and step back from the family unit now that Billie's going to school. How did she get to that point? How did she get so straight so fast? That needs a little nuance to me, in my mind. But gorgeous writing, loves so many lines that I just scribbled down. I love the rap, God protect my child, protect the children. Oh my God, I was crying. It's beautiful. It's a winner. So thank you for letting me share. I'll send a couple little notes, but that was
Great.
gorgeous.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for sharing those thoughts. We really appreciate that. Writing is rewriting. And so I'm sure that Germaine is anxious to get back and fix a few of these little things that are still left hanging. But this is the process. This is what we do at the workshop. And the process that we're using allows the writer to realize the process, taking it from the page to the stage and hopefully to the market. The market needs to be aware of these kind of stories now, whether it's television, live streaming, it can be Hulu, HBO. We need stories like this. These are the real stories that are going on in our lives right now. I think too much of our industry is stuck in a virtual world of make-believe. And we need to come back to the real moments of how do we solve some of these basic human stories and see them being played out, whether it's on the stage or on the screen. But this is where we have a chance to incubate it and make it possible, make it real. Zoe, being Billie, tell us about your role development. What did you see that in this storyline that allowed you to bring it to life?
Billie, Zoe, before we get to you, I'm just going to launch a survey. Germaine has 3 questions that she'd love the audience to answer. So, okay, go ahead, Zoe. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I think that Billie, she's a pretty relatable character. It wasn't necessarily a difficult role to sort of step into, in terms of just the way she sort of acts and thinks. She seems to be pretty confident within herself, so to speak. Despite, what was said about some of her identity issues, considering she had a Black father and a white mother. But all in all, she seemed to be pretty, confident within herself. And she seemed pretty calm, cool, and collected when, even though all this chaos was going on around her. To me, she seemed, a lot like her mother in a way. And like when she would recite poems and, other things like that. And so I was really just kind of mirroring some of Rachel's characteristics, because while reading the script, I was like, she's a lot like her mom, which makes sense considering, she was raised by her mom since her father passed away. So I really enjoyed playing the character, and even while reading the script, it was like I can see some of myself, because she can be a little sassy sometimes. So I could see some of myself within her, especially, she's just graduating high school, she's 17, we all go through that or whatever. So no, it was a very fun role to step into, and I really enjoyed seeing and experimenting with that role and sort of seeing her within myself and the other characters.
Well, that's great. Now, I see the questions on the for those of that are still out there watching. Question number 1, what, if anything, are you likely to remember about this play 48 hours from now? All right, so the lines are open. You got 200 characters. Tell us what you're thinking about that, so we can get a pulse on the public and how they feel about that 48 hours from now. I like that. That's a good one, Germaine. And then the second question is, does the play feel complete? Good question. Good question. We've heard some comments from Dr. Katz as well, Professor Katz, sharing the completion of a storyline of the character. Did they resolve that part of their character? We like to leave the theater thinking that it's a nice wrap up, or is it enough to leave some open spaces for where they could possibly go next? And then the third question that we are hoping that you're able to share some of your notions. Does the ending satisfy? Wow. Madam Director, are you satisfied with the ending that you're currently working with, Jacqueline?
I do really like the ending, and I think just thinking about Dr. Katz, what she was saying about Maya and layering in more of us seeing the process of Maya changing and seeing not just an expectation of of forgiveness from Terrell, but seeing her come to that. I think with those little tweaks that the ending is even more satisfying, but I do like the ending the way it is now. It's up to Germaine whether, you want to change that or not, but I'm very fond of the ending.
Yeah, I am too, because I remember seeing it the first time, and I was left in a limbo, but this one has a much more of a closure to it, and so I think that's part of the process of having gone through the workshop with Dr. Katz, and then realizing that it is a matter of choice. The playwright has a chance to take us to that moment of closure, but making sure that each of the stories of each of the characters is brought to the space where we feel satisfied knowing that they actually made a life change for themselves. Lance, we kind of left you and everybody's enjoying. How old are you, Lance? Because I'm like blown away by your understanding of the character. I mean, that's not easy to pull what you did, my brother. Okay, but you don't have to tell us the age. But what did you get out of this that you felt was a lot like what you brought to the stage of your own personal self?
Yeah, for sure. I think Germaine did a wonderful job of writing Terrell. I mean, I thought that the age of Terrell being 28 was perfect. Personally, I think what stuck out to me the most was the dialogue and the conversation involving art and what happens when it starts to clash with livelihood and survival. I personally believe that we see people's true characters in moments of need. And we see it throughout this piece with Terrell, where he's, okay, we need more money. The rent's being raised. So now, at what moment does the art become sacrificed with the passion? If that makes sense. I'm going to expand a little bit more on that. But at some point, I think every artist can relate to this at some point in their life when they have this thing that they feel so strong about and this passion. But then life kicks in and you got bills, you have life experiences. And does the art still get the same love and passion that you once had when you first started in terms of the journey? And I think for Terrell, that's a breaking point. But I think it opens him up to the point to take in all possibilities. That's why I love this dialogue between this young Black man and this older Jewish woman, right? Because now you have this interrogation of, well, I need you and you need me. So what can we do? And I think for me personally, as Lance, I think that's just a testament to the powers of art and where art can take you. I mean, one of my favorite lines in this piece was, and I might misquote it, but it was music, one of God's best creations until you have to make a livelihood from it. And I mean, we see that on the opposite side, right? Yes. So it's, yeah, that's what stuck out to me and helped. I mean, I love the script. I read it multiple times when Jackie first reached out to me about it. And I was just excited to dig into Terrell's mind.
Well, the
explore.
chemistry that Jackie brought together with each and every one of you really was just wonderful. It was so seamless. I enjoy hearing the story and feeling and having compassion for each and every one of the characters that I really, as a director and a producer, you want to fall in love with the story. When you have something that's really special we can see the love from all of you. It's really, and thank you. It makes a story so real. And I'm sure those who are joined us had that same experience. Okay, so Kimberly, are the comments coming in that we need to do a survey?
Yeah, there is a comment. I'm going to leave the poll open just a couple more minutes because people are filling that out. But there is an anonymous person that said, I love the age gap. I feel Maya saw his youth as a breath of fresh air. It worked.
Yes, definitely. Maya, Rachel, any comments that you wanted to add? I mean, you made that character alive, and thank you.
Thank you so much. It's been exciting to return to this play. I played Maya once before a number of years ago. And it's been really exciting to see how the piece has changed and grown and how she has developed as a character. I From the first go around with this play when I had worked on it before, I was really struck by Maya and some of the things that she's struggling with and feel connected to a lot of the things she's saying and going through. And her choices are specific to her and her situation, but I think at the core, sort of what's leading her to some of the kind of identity questions she has is really relatable. And so it's interesting to sort of be inside her mind, sort of reacting to the things she's grappling with in the way that she does. She's in an interesting and tricky and also, like, I think, intriguing situation for herself, finding herself in a place that she wouldn't have expected to be. I mean, I think the choice that she makes to even go after this gig is that right from the jump is kind of an interesting choice for her, and I think says a lot about who she is, and how she sees herself. And there's a lot of reference to her as like just how strong she is and strong-willed she is, and I think you see that in her choice to even though she's like really timid and like nervous about being in the studio in that first moment, she put herself there and she came in with material that she wanted to show off. And so there's something really interesting to me about that, about making that choice, sort of that feeling of like feel the fear and do it anyway kind of thing seems to be how she moves through the world. And that's really fun to play and really interesting. And it's wonderful to return to Germaine's words and story.
Yes, good. And you did. You really gave us a good read and a wonderful opportunity to understand her character. And Germaine, one thing I wanted to say about the use of hip hop. When hip hop first came out, it was more about the story of oppression and the lifestyle. It changed when it became commercial, and then it was about the negative aspects of a life person's choices. Where before what we were wondering, would the story like Gil Scott Heron, telling a story about the revolution will not be televised. And then it went from there to the club routine, bitches and hoes, and it altered the story of hip hop. Hip hop is now coming back to, let's talk about the story, the life of oppression, suppression, coming back to why we created a language called hip hop in the first place. It was never meant to be about your living, going to the nightclub or being on the street corner. It was about what's going on in the house, what's going on in your neighborhood. And it's important that we bring it back because that's why there's so much, I think why so much of this country is upset with the Super Bowl presentation by Kendrick Lamar, because he went back to the story. He was telling us this is where we are being treated. We're not talking about going to Magic City. We're not talking about going to the nightclub and just trying to hit on each other. We're telling you what's going on in our community. And the hip hop actually saved those lives. They actually gave birth to the folks that we are now venerating in terms of the old school hip hoppers. They seem to have made a reunion and coming back to our stories are really. I really appreciate what I saw on BET recently on the program, because it wasn't about the skimpy clothing on women. It actually came back to what hip hop was all about. And so you've made a great choice, Germaine, in trying to get us to appreciate a story through song, through rhythm, through an Ebonics extension, a language that's created by people who are marginalized. And so, thank you again for sharing that. It is quite a challenge for a woman to take that step, I believe, and then tell us it's a Jewish story, it's a Black story, it's a LGBTQ plus story, it's our story, and it has nothing to do with being rich and famous. It's just a good story.
You are so generous, Byron. I really appreciate those remarks, and I have the utmost respect for hip hop. I'm blown away by it endlessly. And it saddens me, when certain people write it off. I mean, the moment they do, I just think you are not listening.
Right, exactly. And that's how it was developed from the beginning. And then of course we started to stereotype it and change the real value of it. But once again, culture, because remember, I think my last commentary about the first time I saw it was about cultural misappropriation. There's not even a hint of that at this time. This is strictly straightforward. And that's why I was impressed. Even when I read the script last night, after having seen it, I was like, okay, I get it. I know where you're headed, and it makes me want to produce it because I see the value of the experience for a community hearing it in this manner. Yes, Lance, you wanted to say something.
I was waving goodbye to Rachel.
Oh,
okay. But I do agree with everything you're saying.
Yes, it is good. It's a good method of showing us that we can take a play and bring it to you in this format and allow you to see how we give birth to it.
Byron, if you don't mind, I just want to
Yes, go ahead.
Hop in here and share the results of the survey. Thank you so much, everyone, for completing the survey. First question was, what, if anything, are you likely to remember about this play 48 hours from now? And let's see, Alicia Foxworth says, the inside view to how the industry works when it comes to producing music and generating income. The presentation of an honest, hardworking rapper who is a bit of a workaholic. Someone else wrote, I was impressed by the character of Terrell and remember his persona. Amy says, Terrell's wisdom and heart. He's the anchor. Love the dialogue and the raps. And then someone else wrote, I love conflicted characters, so I'll remember Maya's character the best. Second question, does the play feel complete? I feel, comment shared by Dr. Katz. It would be interesting to see how Maya evolves in the next iteration of the play. Would also like to see how the daughter responds to her mom using her materials. Someone else wrote, yes. Yes, just tweaks. Maya needs to change by the end, of Dr. Katz. I think it feels complete now. I'd love to see even more actions by the characters that help us to understand them in addition to them sharing their feelings, someone else wrote. And then lastly, does the ending satisfy? Someone wrote, the ending is realistic and a lot of entrepreneurs do struggle with affordable office real estate. in and outside of the hood. Might be nice if he made a deal to help pay for Yale with the royalties. Someone else wrote, I felt that it dragged a bit at the end. The dialogue was less compelling for me. I agree with the commentary that was made about making the character of Maya transform more discernibly. And then Amy wrote, yes, love the next verse ending on the daughter rap. And then lastly, yes, very nice to see the changes in the characters. Would love to see Terrell have more impactful flaws that could generate even more conflict with the other characters. Thank you so much, everyone, for filling out our poll and participating in the conversation. Amy does have another comment in the chat. She says, great story. I agree with Byron. Deep listening, Germaine, to have written something that speaks to so many.
Which it brings us to the next level of the workshop's development itself. We are part of the International Black Theater Festival, as many of you may know. This is the time for you out there who's writing the next great play. Send them to us. Let us take a look at it. Now, the International Black Theater Festival is 2026. That gives you time. You actors out there, we're looking to increase our Rolodex of talent. So you can send that to thefsww.org. I mean, send in that next great play. We can help you develop it. And it's a safe place where we can incubate these wonderful stories. You won't get overly criticized. You know, we're not here to cut you down. We're here to build you up. And that's what the Frank Silvera Writers Workshop has been doing for 50 years. In addition to that, we have another announcement that's going to be made jointly here shortly, but I can give you a peep on it right now. The Frank Silvera Writers Workshop is now a collaborating partner with the Atlanta Black Theater Festival, which is coming up in August. Yay! We're part of the Atlanta Black Theater Festival. So with Tony Henson and the Frank Silvera Writers Workshop coming together to expand our footprint, taking in more stories. That's right. For those who are all down there in Atlanta, and guess what? They're performing their new play season for this year for the Atlanta Black Theater Festival on Spelman's campus with a brand new facility, the Sam Jackson, the Tanya Richardson Theater. So you want to be there or be square. That's the end of August, right there, Labor Day weekend. So for you thespians out there and you actors out there and you writers, y'all get a chance to keep us informed with what you're doing. Send us your resume, send us your bios, send us your headshots, send us your new plays so that we can help you develop that. That's magic, y'all. That's how we do this. This is how we're going to sustain the attack on the arts across the country, by getting together and collaborating with each other. So imagine that. That's hot news, Jackie. Jacqueline, I know you didn't know that one, but you know.
I know, but you know I'm in Atlanta, so I'm super excited.
Isn't that psychic? I mean, yes. I was just down there for Father's Day weekend at the Apex Museum celebrating Queen Opal, the Juneteenth celebration. But yes, this is magic. This is what we do in the theater industry so that we can keep the ball rolling, folks. So now that's how we're going to sustain the attack on the arts. You know, they're trying to kill the National Endowment for the Arts. Every theater, doesn't matter whether you're black or white, everything across the country is under attack. DEI, y'all know what I'm talking about, but we're going to save our industry. We don't need the federal government telling us how to keep a story real. We just need you to continue to support the Frank Silvera Writers Workshop. Send your dollars to us, thefsww.org. That's how we're going to sustain this next 50 years. And I just gave you all a news scoop, okay? You didn't hear it on MSNBC, you didn't hear it on CNN, and you certainly won't hear it on Fox TV, radio, or whatever, but you heard it right here. This is the magic that we're sustaining, keeping theater alive. So thank you for your support, and take the workshops with the classes that we're offering. Just raise your brilliance to us. See, there you go, writing for the small screen with Chizza Hutchinson, starting July 7th through August the 11th, 2025, online weekly classes. There's that QR code right down there in the corner. And then you got playwriting with Christiana Ray Colon, Come on now. You can't get this anywhere else, but you get it right here at the Frank Silvera Writers Workshop. Thank you so much.
Thank you
And,
so
oh,
much,
yeah,
Byron, and
and
thanks
yes,
go ahead.
I was just going to say, and to the cast, actors, writers, brilliant work tonight. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. I do have a couple more comments from the Q&A. I see an anonymous person said, I wish Billie was allowed to go deeper into her feelings regarding having a white LGBTQ mom. She's fine, it seems now, but how did she deal with it as a younger child? I believe her strength and maturity came from her complex home life. And then someone else wrote, how did she deal with it as a younger child? So those comments were there. And thank you everyone who has stayed and participated and got on the mic and made your comments. We really appreciate it. So we're going to start to wrap things up. I don't know, Germaine, if you had any final thoughts?
All I want to say, yeah, I could not be happier with the reading, my cast, my director. I'm going to do my best to hold on to you all. And thank
Good.
you for inviting me back to the workshop. I'm so happy here and feel so at home. I thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And Byron, do you want to close us out? And let me thank Jacqueline Springfield. She's new to the FSWW reading series. Hopefully won't be the last time. So we welcome you back. This is our final reading for this season. And Lance, it's been a pleasure working with you and Zoe as well. Hopefully we'll see you again.
Absolutely. So once again, folks,
All right,
send in those plays, send in your headshot, bios, resumes, get it to us. There's the information right on the screen. And for those of y'all who are in Hotlanta, the ATL, be there or be square. The last weekend of August into Labor Day weekend, the Atlanta Black Theater Festival, the workshop will be there too at the Sam Jackson Latanya Richardson Theater on Spelman's campus. Brand new information, yo. Okay, you can't say you didn't hear it anywhere else, but right here. So thank you, Jackie, Lance, Germaine, Zoe, all of you, the cast, everybody gave their best. And we'll see you in August, I guess, down in that hot Atlanta.
Awesome. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Thank you so much.
All right.